You're either operating through your lowest self or your highest self. And in this modern day society that we are living in as men, you really need to choose whether you want to be someone that has control over his life, operates through his highest self, doesn't fall victim to the devil's temptations, or you're someone that literally just operates through his lowest self and just continuously gets stuck feeling shame, guilt, regret, lack of self-worth. You start doubting yourself, you got that negative self-talk, right? And you got to understand that you've got a choice, right? You can either choose to operate through your lowest self or your highest self. And I was someone that literally indulged in a lot of addictions, a lot of vices, right, for 10 years of my life. And I would operate through my lowest self and make decisions based through my lowest self, right? And I had to pay the price. You know, there are always consequences for the actions that we participate in. And every time I indulged in vices, which would then, turn to addictions, I found myself consistently feeling shame and guilt, regretting the things that I did, literally just hating the man I saw in the mirror, not from a physical standpoint, but more or less the person inside, right? Because I felt like I was losing control of my life by giving into all these temptations. And I was consistently acting through my lowest self. I wasn't thinking things through. There'll be times where I would go to the gym, a couple of days a week, feel really pumped, be like, yeah, you know what, I'm operating through my highest self. Then, when faced with any sort of temptations or adversity struck, because I didn't have systems in place to allow me to stay self-disciplined and stay consistent and maintain my masculinity, I would fold, I would give in. And the byproduct was me feeling the shame, the guilt, started resenting myself, started to not feel worthy, right? And I did this, honestly, for about 10 years of my life. And I'm so grateful that I've overcome this, because I'm in a position now where I can literally help you overcome this problem and share with you what works for me, so you don't have to go through the same destructive path. Because one thing we can't get back in this life is the greatest asset of all, which is time. Okay, so I want you to really, really tap into your highest self. And in order for you to understand how powerful your highest self is, you need to create a daily system that's non-negotiable, that allows you to operate through that highest self, right? That high frequency, that feeling where you're a man on his mission, you've got purpose, you're aligned with your highest self. You're a man who literally doesn't fear anything. He strives to become the best version of himself. He does whatever is necessary to contribute to his personal development journey. And when you get to this stage, you literally will be in a position where you can help others, you can guide others, you can avoid falling victim to the temptations that we're faced with in this modern day society. That's why it's so easy for me, because I destroyed my old self. I'm no longer that person that had my addictions, had my vices, living a holistic life now, channeled my addictive personality into personal development, into creating the best version of myself. And now I'm here in front of this camera today, making this video. That's how I'm able to stay consistent with my videos, my YouTube content, because I'm operating through my highest self. I stick to my daily systems. I've got habits that I stick to, and I align myself with these habits, whether I feel like it or not. There are days where I don't feel like doing it, yes, But I know the repercussions are me feeling low frequency vibrations, right? Me operating through my lowest self, me feeling shame and guilt. I don't want to feel that shit no more. I felt that for 10 years of my life. So I'm done with that old me. And ever since I destroyed the old me and recreated myself into the man I always needed, a man I admired, I'm so grateful that I'm in this position now, and you can be in the same position as well. Because I know that you're sick of acting through that lower self, right? I know that you're at a point where you just are consistently stuck in this destructive cycle where you just feel shame and guilt and you just give in to pleasure, right? You don't have purpose, you don't have direction. And that's because you haven't tapped into your higher self. And when you tap into your higher self and understand that it is literally a beautiful feeling when you're tapped into your higher self, because that's when you have full control over yourself. You don't fall victim to temptations. Even when they do cross your paths, you're able to say no because you're a man on his mission. You're a man with purpose. And you know what it feels like to experience that destructive cycle, that shame, that guilt. You know what that feels like, right? But you just don't know what it feels like to operate through your highest self with a daily routine which allows you to build that consistent self-discipline, that momentum, which over time starts, getting better and better and better by you showing up for yourself. You build more confidence, more self-love. You feel at one with yourself. And when you feel this way, trust me, there's no way that you're going to go back to your old ways, because you know what it took to put yourself or go through the daily hustle to create the better version of yourself, that you're not going to fall victim to temptations in life. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong, right? And that's where you might be going wrong as well, because you're probably thinking, fuck, like, I just can't help it. I just keep giving into these vices, keep giving into porn, keep giving into junk food, keep giving into drugs, alcohol. I said it was going to be the last time. And then you find yourself back in this same destructive cycle because you're operating through your lowest self. You have yet to experience what your highest self is capable of. And that's why I say, man, and that's why the Matrix tries its very best to keep us men weak, take our masculinity away from us. Because when you're operating through your highest self, your highest frequency, when you're tapped into your masculinity, right? When you reclaim your masculinity, you are literally a force not to be fucked with, bro. I'm telling you now, you literally have superhuman powers, bro. I'm telling you, and I'm not making this up to make you feel better, right? I'm literally just sharing with you what it feels like to be operating through your highest self. You feel unstoppable, unbreakable. And I want you to experience that, because I know what it feels like, bro. I've been in your position. I told you, I've been through that destructive cycle for 10 years, and it's not fulfilling, bro. There's no way. It's not the way to live life as a man. You just feel weak. You feel vulnerable. You feel useless. You don't feel like you're worthy, and it takes a toll on your mental health. And then that's when you start having destructive thoughts, right? You don't want to be here no more and all that shit. So you got to understand that the only way out of it for you is literally just tapping into your highest self by showing up for yourself, having a daily system that's non-negotiable. You get the things done that you know are going to benefit you, right? Yes, they may be a bit annoying, right? Yes, they might make you feel a bit uncomfortable, but it's only going to make you stronger. And when you build that momentum, when you stick to it, I'm telling you, stick to it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, but keep going, and you literally build that momentum. You start tapping into that highest self, and you literally just unleash your your masculinity as a man, and that's where the true power lies, because you don't fall victim to the matrix trying to brainwash you, trying to tempt you with all these temptations that you have, right? That's how I'm able to stay so grounded and not give in, bro, because I've tapped into my highest self. I maintain my highest self because I don't want to feel shame and guilt. I don't want to feel at a low point anymore. I've suffered mentally enough, and I just truly focus on maintaining my highest self, because that's when I feel aligned with my purpose. That's when I'm able to help other people, and that's truly a beautiful feeling to have that, bro. That's the best feeling, and that gives me more happiness than any materialistic item. Okay, I'm telling you now, the ability to be a man in control of his life, in control of his actions, not fall victim to vices, not fall victim to the temptations, not be controlled by the matrix, right? Be aligned with his highest self. That's what truly makes me unstoppable, bro, because I never knew I had this hidden superpower within me, right? Until I tapped into it, until I showed up for myself, until I discovered it. Only then was I like, wow, what the fuck have I been doing for like the last 10 years of my life? But I didn't have the right role models in my life. I didn't have anyone to tell me, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. So I just kept myself stuck, falling victim to the temptations, the vices in life. And it took a toll on my life, bro, okay? So by you watching this video right now, this is literally your wake-up call to do something about your life, change your life, decide whether you want to be a victim or you want to be a warrior, right? Decide, bro, because if your life's like this now, it's not going to change in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. It's going to be exactly the same. And when I had my breaking point, I guess you could say awakening, when I was no longer wanting to be the old self, I literally hated the man I saw in the mirror. Like literally, bro, I broke down in tears because I hated what I saw in the mirror. And that's when I decided, you know what, there's got to be another way, because I envisioned myself literally living like this person, my lowest self, for the rest of my life, being 60 years old like this. And I'd rather not be alive, bro, than live a life like that, to be honest. Okay, that's just not how I want to live my life. That's not how I pictured my life when I was younger. But unfortunately, I made wrong decisions, didn't have the right role models around me. And I'm responsible for everything, and that's caused me to go through life, learn things the hard way. But I'm grateful I've overcome it, because I'm here as proof that you can change your life around as well, bro. If I can do it, someone that had major addictions, poor mental health for 10 years, you can do the same, bro. I'm telling you right now. So you just got to understand that you've got this higher self in you. It's just whether you choose to tap into it or not is the question. Don't let your masculinity go to waste. Don't let the matrix control you. Don't fall victim to all these vices, right? Start to tap in, start to align yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually to the best man that you can be. And I guarantee you, your whole life will change. All the things that you truly want deep down inside, all the things that you truly desire, those feelings of feeling alone, they will all disappear once you tap into your higher self, because you will then change your frequency. Your vibrational frequency will change. You'll be a completely different person once you destroy the old you and recreate a new you through your daily system, your habits, creating a powerful morning routine which allows you to stack up so many daily wins that after about 2 hours of your morning routine, you've literally accomplished so many daily wins that you're operating through such high frequency. You've chosen to wake up early to make sure that you contribute dedicated time to your personal development, right? Well, you could have chosen to sleep in. You were displaying gratitude through your actions, not through words. And that's how you truly can connect with the man above, bro, through a powerful morning routine. And then throughout the day, because you've already stacked up so many daily wins in the first couple of hours, you literally just keep stacking more daily wins, you maintain it. And I'm telling you, your life will completely change, right? So look, I'm going to end this video here. Hope you got some sort of value from this video. If you're new to my channel, you like my content, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me make more valuable content.